Hello. In this video I'm going to speak to you about the Danish government and its intelligence agency, PET, continuous attacks against my small business, one-stop engine shop. These are some of the engines which I build and sell. I sell them on DBA, Facebook and on my website, and I have been doing so for quite a while. I began my business last year, January, and I have had some success despite the state's massive interference in my in my rights, and not only my rights but also all of my customers and potential customers' rights to do free commerce with who they wish, and so on and so forth. So lately there has been an intensification of the campaigns against me, and yesterday they set in motion a campaign. They got a customer to buy one of these, a Kickstarter shield, which goes here, and on the sales ad it looked just as it is like that, and despite there being a picture and a description, the customer the day after said that is not the shield that he wanted for his scooter. And I told him that you could have seen that in the ad where there was a picture, and he started to make a complaint out of the non-existent case, and he forwarded it to DBA with the intention to get DBA, where I have much of my traffic going to these engines that I sell, and scooters and parts, and he tried to have them, and that in extension the state tried to have me banned from DBA on a completely fabricated case, which I have just given you the highlights of, and I'm obviously completely in the right and not doing anything wrong at all, and yet they are still trying to come after me even more. The more legit and successful I am, the more they're coming after me. So this is clearly shown. The more success I have, they're coming more after me. And so since that campaign, or that extrajudicial active measure didn't work, they set in motion another campaign which started today. For about a week ago I sold an engine looking like this one here, standard 50cc PGO engine. It had a little fault. One of these eyes was missing. So on the sales ad I had made an arrow pointing to that fault, and in the description of the item you could see that the item that I directed people to see the pictures for the faults that was with the engine. And despite that was completely clear in the sales post, they have had the customer today try to make a complaint out of that little fact that I have just mentioned here. And as soon as I documented that the engine was sold with that fault, the complaint completely changed. Now it was my installment of the engine on his scooter that was faulty, and he had quite a long list of mistakes I had supposedly making, and now that I have replied back to that, I can rest assured that the state, that be the Danish intelligence agency, are coercing this customer to forward this complaint to other people with the intention that to cut me off from my suppliers. Because anybody who deals, who has a business, who builds something, know that you have to have good suppliers. Without your suppliers you can't build anything, because obviously I'm not manufacturing all these parts myself. I'm merely putting them together and testing them, and thereby building renovated engines like the ones you see here. And I have 20-30 people at this moment in time wanting to buy my engines, but the government is completely prohibiting them from doing so, and instead the state is initiating and coercing people to make false complaints against me while they are trying to destroy me and my small business one-stop engine shop. And I'm literally having thousands of people each month visit my website, my DBA, my Facebook, my Google Gardens, thousands of people. And many of them, despite this whole situation going on, want to buy my engines because I'm known for building quality engines. And the state is on a ferocious campaign in attacking me and my name and my reputation and destroying my business, trying to take away my suppliers, trying to take away my platforms where I sell my where I have advertising and sell my engines, and they're even trying to take away my house, which they have been doing a couple of times now. They have just had me, you could kind of say, kicked out, but it wasn't really an eviction, because I came to an arrangement with the landlord, and at the end of the day, I'm in my new place, 125 kvadratmeter, which is a big old house, and I have lots of room, and this is just one of the rooms where I keep my some of my products, and they are continuously trying to have me evicted and have me, as I just said, lose my suppliers and platforms, and they're doing this more and more in connection with the success and interest that people are having in my small business, One Stop Engine Shop, because the government, not just here in Denmark but also in the US and Great Britain and their intelligence agencies, these are the state arbiters of the program, they cannot allow that I'm successful in anything in life, and they will do anything to destroy that, not only that success, but also make sure that people do not see reality as it relates to my life as it is. And that's why they are continuously having all these campaigns going on, not just as it relates to my small business, but also as it relates to me personally. And this is just an example of one of these active measures that are going on right now against me, Stephen Bell, my small business One Stop Engine Shop, which is under severe attack from the government.